Good morning, good morning. How we doing today, everybody? Hey, Bruno. Who else we got in here? Chand, Paul, Oceans, Maverick. Good morning, everybody. Hey, Jonathan. Hey, Roberta. We got a little movement overnight, guys. Check this out. Morning, Squid. Spike up. Secondary channel. My least favorite pattern overnight. But we'll see how it holds up. Morning, Alberta. All right. Hey, Neil. So we're like basically right at more or less this level has come into play many times over the last couple weeks. It's been a high, it's been a low, it's basically at the gap fill. The market just seems kind of drawn to this area, and here we are yet again. So I'm not really going to keep that on the chart as it's not like an unbroken high or low. Which we still have to the upside. I will put Friday's high on there too. That has yet to be broken. And we'll put yesterday's low on there too. Rather, Friday's low. And that gap fill. Obviously, I have a gap up this morning. Good morning, James. Hey, Tom. Thanks for smashing that like button. Bill, good to see you. And Tony, good morning to you. All right, so we got about 2 minutes to the open, and we do have some European news. The central bank president is speaking at 11:15. That's the only scheduled news. I think Trump's going to be signing some executive orders later in the afternoon. So that would be another thing to be cognizant of, be ready for. Gonna take a peek at NQ. Same kind of thing. We got a few highs above us, a gap fill below us, some unbroken lows before that. See where that gap fill is. Okay, there's the opening bell. We're going to be watching this channel very closely here again. Usually these secondary channels, when they're happening in the overnight session, are not super reliable. So we'll watch the EMA to see if it can hold here. And not holding the EMA here yet. Trying to break through the moving average here. There it goes. Harmonious, good morning. So yeah, now we are back above the EMA. If we can get a higher low, I would be interested in taking that. Yeah, not holding the EMA, so no longer looking for that higher low. We start getting some momentum to the downside, that gap fill is going to be in play. if we can somehow manage to get back above the moving average, I'd still consider it, but it's not looking likely at this point. I'm surprised we didn't get a bigger flush just yet. Buyers may be interested right here. Yep. Interestingly enough, the Nasdaq's really making an attempt to go up here. ES not following suit. But I like a higher low on the Nasdaq if we can get it. Pretty strong, showing quite a bit of strength here. Meanwhile, S&P in pretty obvious downtrend. So a nice little divergence to start the week, huh? That's fun times for everybody. Like I said, I mean, this is just the absolute worst pattern overnight, is this spike and channel up. It's just so unreliable. At the bottom of this channel here, the Nasdaq starts to drop, and watch out, this thing could plummet. That's really the only thing holding the market up right now. So watch an NQ. Again, if it gets back to the EMA and holds it, gonna have to consider a long, even with the divergence. Oh, and we'll also see what happens back at the EMA here on S&P. If it holds, we could consider a short. So looking at both possibilities. Long on NQ, short on ES. We get the setup. Maybe dropping back down here. Haven't even got back to the moving average on the S&P. Okay, NQ dropping back to the moving average here. See if it can still hold up the market. S&P looking like it may want to put in a bullish hammer. Did not quite close bullish. Got a bull hammer here. And let's propel us back up to the EMA. Nasdaq is just so strong, man. It's trying for a new high right now. New high on NQ. Look at that. Didn't quite set up for us back on the EMA, but man, oh man, this thing wants to go. It is really trying to go. ES being reluctant though. So since the basically the long on NQ is gone, right? We would have needed something right here to take long for that new high. That's now gone. That setup's gone. So the better play right now is a short on ES if it sets up. So we're looking to get back to the EMA, get a rejection, get a second rejection. NQ could just remain strong and pull the rest of the market up with it. But we're kind of waiting to see if it does that or not. Okay, there we go. Above the EMA, this thing might run. Yeah, short not looking great so far. We need to see some rejection here. That's better. Okay, nice rejection bar. Now we need some movement below the EMA and then one more test right there. Okay, cool. So we got that rejection at the moving average. We need to see one more push up there. And then we can look for our short. Nasdaq starting to turn around in a couple bearish candles, so that's a good sign there. Market's starting to align. Things are starting to settle in. It's exactly what you want to see. You want everything to line up, so you just need a bearish candle right here. And that bullish candle ain't bad. That is going to draw in some longs. See if the door can get slammed on them. don't want to see a higher high here. Close above the EMA will negate this short. But I'm going to get ready that if the door slams, I want to be in on that. And that is indecision. So we're going to wait. But still got a chance. We can get one more lower high. That would be it. And of course, our signal bar was indecision. Then all of a sudden we're starting to get some follow through. So that's what we wanted to see back here. Dang it. Let's reload the chart though. I just realized I haven't done that yet today. And that'll probably show us a perfect setup. Knowing my luck. Reloading Nasdaq too. It does. No, Saeed, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. Well, if it does, I hope some of y'all got it. Okay, so there's my chart reloaded. Cool. So on my chart, I still don't have a setup there. See if we can get that lower high. What's up, everyone? Just popping in. Good to see you guys this Monday morning. Excited to be back at it this week. And already some good movement. I'm liking this on a Monday morning. We have a big gap up. We got some channels working themselves out. I like the price action so far. Let's see if we can get a lower high right here. Need the door to be slammed on this candle. Doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Nope. Still open to it. We still could get a bear bar here, and I would take it. It looks really nice. Especially if it ticks above here, that would be even better. Draw in some more bulls. Then you got some more stop orders if it reverses. Okay, there's the tick higher. If this door slams, we're gonna join it. But nope, it's not doing it. Yeah, now bias is a little sketch. We're basically just hugging sideways here on the moving average. In order to take it short now, I really would need to see a push below the EMA and a lower high. Doesn't look like that's gonna happen. Looks like the market kind of wants to work its way up for a little bit. Yeah, Tom agreed. We are in the donation zone for sure. There's no uptrend to go off of, right? Even though the market's working its way up. We had a little uptrend right here. It has already played itself out with a break and a new high. This downtrend is the stronger pattern at the moment, but all the price action is above the EMA, so there's really nothing we can do here. Just got to be patient and let the market come to us. Oh no, Alberta, you donated $200. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Adolfo, to reload your bars, you just right click on the chart and click reload all historical data. It changes because this is a tick chart, not a time-based chart. So each bar represents a certain number of transactions. So if you reload it, starts from a different point, and thus the bars can look a little bit different. If that doesn't make sense, sorry, it's a little tricky to explain. You can try the Google or the Chat GPT. Probably do a better job. Again, if we get a nice move below the moving average, I'll be looking for a lower high. Nasdaq is making a new high, bringing the ES with it, and yeah, so we're not looking for the short anymore. Hope that's obvious. Adolfo, so you need to make sure you're clearing your cache every morning. That's another piece. Just reloading the chart by itself is not going to solve it. If you probably have a cache that is really full, so I would clear that in the morning before you get on. That'd be the other thing. And it's you know, there's going to be bars that are always going to be a little bit different. It's not a big deal. The main thing is the context. Like, you want the overall context to make sense for the trade. So if the bar is a little bit different, that doesn't really change like whether, you know, it's a good place to take a particular trade or not. Ninja Trader cache, yeah. But I'm sure the Windows cache might help too. That ain't a bad idea. So at this point, you know, zooming out, this, you know, the bid was checked. Bears did push down the market here and had no follow through, right? And this was bought up. We do have this larger uptrend that is in play. Sellers were not able to push the market down. We pushed up yet again. So definitely interested in buying here. The Nasdaq too is quite bullish. It made a new high. It really hasn't had any selling pressure basically at all. So Nasdaq is bullish, S&P back into bull territory. I would be looking to buy here. Just need a pullback to the EMA. Wow. Big spike up here. Shoot, I just realized I don't have my news feed on right now. That looks like some news. Get that news feed going. If anyone has any news on that candle, please share. Nothing showing up for me. That is technically a new high there on S&P. And if we're drawing our channel nice and tight, that actually did look like an overshoot. See if it acts like it. NQ is at the top of its channel too, so we would expect a pullback of some sort there. Unless this just goes parabolic, which can certainly happen. So looking back, there was really no way to get in on this, even in hindsight. That's just how it is sometimes. Again, this is a new high for our uptrend, so I would pause looking for longs for the time being. We will just watch this overnight high though. If we hold that, then we're good to go for longs. But Right now you would expect with a move up, a break, and new high that the bears would take one more chance at pushing the market down. But again, if this overnight high holds, like if we get above it and hold above it, then I would take a long. But so far it's looking like we may dip below. And Q looks primed for a pullback at the top of the channel. Pretty extended move. Be pretty shocking to see it just go straight up from here. See if the S&P can close below that overnight low. And then we'll be watching the moving average. I won't take a long off of this pullback because it's rejecting off of this key level. Again, to trade continuation with this, to keep going to the upside, would need to see us hold above the overnight high. That's not happening yet. Possible headline for that move up. Some news out of Mexico, waiting to hear if there's going to be tariffs on steel and aluminum imports. That may have given the market a little bounce there, but doesn't look substantial to like drive sustained movement. Okay, we got a nice bull candle there. We were really rejecting hard off that overnight high. You would have thought that we would slice through the EMA, but it's being supported. So, yeah, we might have to consider a long on this. We might be forced to. Here we go. The second pullback. This one will be really telling. Will the EMA hold here? Drum roll, ladies and gentlemen. Starting to look like it. This would be a really risky long entry, but you know, you could consider it. Again, I would only be taking that if it was over the overnight high, which it's not. NQ made a new high, continuing to push up there. But what I will do you have one attempt higher here, a second attempt higher here. The EMA holds one more time with a nice bullish bar. Even though I don't really like it, I will be forced to take it. See if it holds. There we go. Let's see if it holds for us here. Kind of hoping the setup doesn't appear because, like I said, I don't really like it, but I will take it if we get a higher low there. NQ looks primed for a pullback. See if it drags down ES with it. Stacky wacky. Indeed, Toad. Indeed. Got a feeling there's a lot of folks trying to predict a reversal here. Okay, so we do have that tick below. We are touching the EMA. Yeah, again, I'm hoping we don't don't get a bullish bar, because like I said, I'll have to take it, but I don't like it. Below the EMA, Nasdaq still really hasn't pulled back yet. Push up by the bulls. They're trying. They're trying. That's a strong candle. That is a strong candle right there. You're playing like the larger move. That's a nice bull flag breakout right there. See if it holds. Just wish all that happened above the overnight high. That's the bummer. Yeah, on more of like an intraday swing basis, I would be buying this here. Not the scalping strategy that I trade here, but more on a, again, intraday swing. This is a pretty strong move. Buyer stepped up right here. On some decent volume too. Trying again below the overnight high. Ooh, starting to see some rejection. Oh man. Not looking good. And then we can't even consider a long on the Nasdaq yet because we still haven't pulled back. This thing has just been hugging basically the top of this channel. Need to see a pullback there so we can consider a setup. And I'd prefer a setup on the Nasdaq. It's a lot more clean. Like the uptrend is very obvious. You would have wanted to see that bar close above the overnight high there. If you're a bull. Not the follow through you would have wanted there. Alberta says the bear's trying on NQ. Yeah. I mean, the NQ is due for a pullback for sure. But you don't want to be betting on a pullback to come. Like, you definitely don't want to be shorting it, right? Trying so hard at this overnight high here. Don't do it, Alberta. Fight the temptation. Don't go against the trend. Yep. That one little, if you follow that one little rule, I mean, it can do amazing things for your trading. Just like, hey, the market's going up, I'm only going to look for buys. Or down, only look for sells. And, you know, it honestly will make a huge difference. Break a new extreme of even this tighter uptrend. So really all the uptrends on S&P have been played out. So yeah, this is the point where we just need to see what the bears have. If the bears can't push the market down now, then forget about it. Like, we're just going to be bullish for the day. But this is their chance. All uptrends have played out. We're right at the overnight high. This is the moment where push comes to shove. We'll see if it's going to hold this level or not. Well, I hope you guys didn't get suckered into taking a short yet. And yeah, this action's really, it's not bad this morning. Like, we at least have movement, we at least have volume. Really like that, especially on a Monday morning, first thing. Like, to see some movement in the market bodes well for the rest of the week. And what do we have? We got CPI tomorrow, PPI, unemployment on Thursday, retail sales on Friday. So some decent news. I'm trying to remember if we have any earnings, any major ones. Pardon me. Looking right now, let's see. No, I mean, you know, all the tech companies obviously have already reported, but we do have, it is earnings week, right? We got like Shopify, Coca-Cola, Lyft, DoorDash, McDonald's, Reddit, Airbnb. So yeah, I mean, there's some earnings also to inspire some movement. So it should be, in my estimation, should be a pretty decent week ahead of us. But yeah, we'll wait right now for the bears to make an attempt. And again, this is kind of the critical juncture in the market. If the bears can't do anything down here, and especially if like the overnight high holds, we get something like that, we're going to be bullish, and we're only going to be looking long for the day. But if the bears are able to break the overnight high and break this swing right here, we're probably in for some mixed trading, some back and forth, and then we'll look for reversals and probably look for action to stay more or less within this general vicinity. But that's still quite a significant range there that we can get lots of moves in between those levels. So anyway, that's what I'm looking for the rest of the week. Great to see you guys on this Monday morning. Hope it is a fantastic one. Let's go rock the Discord, get some setups, And yeah, catch you guys next time. Peace.